Hi everyone, welcome to the first edition of Addington News for 2021, and it's our intention to head around the racetrack, Darren Williams, and have a look at some of the places that many people wouldn't have been. Quite a few people have been here though at Spectators, and looking forward to getting some information around some specials here too.
Yeah, we'll do that as we go through, Greg. We're going to take you to all different places around the course each week and just a wee bit of behind the scenes, maybe in the driver's room, maybe in the commentator's box, and just give you a wee bit of a look at what's going on.
All right, there is plenty happening. Next week's a premiere, we'll talk about that shortly, but there's a whole lot happening here at Addington Raceway in the next week.
Yeah, there is. We're racing Thursday and Friday night this week, and there is a lot going on. The premiere, of course, next week with stakes of $437,000, so there is a lot happening.
Let's just stop there for a moment and talk about stakes, because the participants in particular would have noticed, but a few people may have missed it. We've had a stake increase here.
Yeah, since we started racing again in February, or late January, we've had a wee bit of a stake increase. We're pretty cautious with our approach leading up to cup meeting with COVID, and there could have been some changes there that would have pushed us to a higher COVID level, which would have meant that there was a wee bit of risk around finances and the volume of temporary infrastructure that does go up for cup day. So a wee bit of a cautious approach, and now we're in full swing, and we've made a commitment to increase some stakes for some Friday nights, look at the group races returning to the pre-COVID level of minimums of $30,000, $50,000 and $100,000 for the group races, but some of them a wee bit more, and also lift the premieres, so and that's one of the reasons we've got that stake level for next week.
Passing of a couple of people before we get into some other stuff. Pat O'Brien, you had a fair bit to do with him. He's left a huge mark on the industry.
Yeah, he has. So really sad passing of Pat just recently. Worked with him at HRNZ, of course, and he originally started out with the old Racing Authority. I think Mike Gopper was the secretary in those days.
Yep.
So lifetime of administration, also a very skilled accountant, and looked after the finances and accounts for a lot of trainers and drivers. And of course a trainer and driver in his own right.
Trained over 300 winners.
Yeah, so really sad passing of Pat, and a real value to the industry over a long period of time.
The other one being Hugo Shaw, whose father Tony, of course, drove Yule Star to win the Cup here in 2000. Just 14 years of age, a tragic accident, and yeah, pretty ordinary news.
Yeah, absolutely tragic, and our thoughts go out to Tony and Hayley and the family. Just awful circumstances, and no one wishes that on anyone. So Addington do want to pass on their thoughts to both the Shaw family and the O'Brien family for the losses just recently.
Some other news: Diamond Creek Farm Derby, 10th of April. Noms closed next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Noms with the racing department here for the Derby. Of course, we didn't run a Derby last year because of COVID, so we're really looking forward to the Diamond Creek Derby this year. Those 3-year-olds are mixing it up a wee bit.
Yeah, they are.
I think we're going to have a pretty even market. Hayden Cullen, of course, taking over the All-Star team, so there'll be a bunch of them there. Krug's starting out again this week, so exciting stuff with those horses.
Hey, you had a great punters challenge here, box seat punters challenge it was, on show day. We've got another one.
Yeah, Derby night, so just save the date there. Derby night here, the 9th of April, punters challenge, and some more information will come out on that in the next few weeks.
All right, we've got some specials at Spectator, so let's go in and take in some of the ambience. Darren, Spectator's specials. Here's a great example of what's available, but it's Wednesday today, hump day, rump day, $15. You get steak, fries, salad, and a drink for $15, but that's just one example.
Yeah, look, the team have done a really good job. Spectators Bar and Bistro, follow that on Facebook. There's going to be a different special each day. That special will drift into the race meeting as well. So Thursday night, I think, is nachos night with a drink, $15, loaded nachos. And Friday, there's something special, Greg. We're going to have items for $1, $2, $3 and $4, a loose change menu if you like, as well as the rest of the menu, but you can order something off that.
Give me an example. So you've got a couple of $2 coins. What could you lob into? Maybe some ribs?
Ribs, $2 for ribs, so you get a couple of ribs if you want. You can, I think the $4 one is a flatbread, cheesy garlic flatbread. There's meatballs, there's all sorts of stuff that's available. Mix it up with what you're doing, and of course encourage people, spectators after the races, come down if you've had a good night, or you haven't, you want to come down and just carry on with your mates. $6 drinks all day, every day. House beers and wines. $6. So mix that up with the other specials that are available, and
Something for everyone.
Something going on. It's good.
Yeah, 10 past 5, 10 races Thursday, and 20 past 5 for the 10 on Friday.
Yep, and we've got a non-tote on Thursday as well, a 2-year-old trot. The first of those went round last week. They're pretty impressive young trotters. So yeah, that's 4:40, first race proper at 10 past 5.
Really important time for the industry. It's yearling sales time. New Zealand bloodstock are only in their infancy in terms of running the standardbred sale, but it was hugely successful last year, and there's a lot of buoyancy around the market, albeit a different market this year.
Yeah, look, hey, we're really supportive of New Zealand bloodstock. They've done a really great job lifting the industry, the quality and the presentation of those young horses. I know you've seen a few of them, and there's some impressive stock around, and disappointing that we can't have some of the Australian buyers and some of those other people here. Some perhaps will be anyway, but they'll have agents working for them, and great barometer for the industry. Look, things are going good. Turnover's going really good. This is the first Addington news back. Congratulations to all those country clubs and circuit clubs that raced over that period.
Massive turnovers, weren't they?
Turnover just fantastic. Our thoughts go out to Omakau, who lost their meeting with a deluge of rain and
an act of God
in a fire ban period. Unbelievable. So look, our thoughts go out to them because they do such a great job. But we're going good here too. We're up 200,000 last Friday, and turnover's just ticking along good. So good luck to everyone with the sales, and hopefully it's good.
Each and every week we're going to probably have a look at an historic. For example, the breeders next week, we might look back to a Lento or a Blossom Lady or that type of horse. What about this week? Instead of going historically, you found a couple at longer odds.
Yeah,
one of them anyway.
We want to leave you with a couple of videos this week, and we'll do that each week, as Greg said. Mostly they'll be historics, but without a couple of features this week. We found a couple that went round last week. Trotter that's in on Thursday night for Bruce Hutton. Jimmy Curtin takes the drive. She's only had a couple of mobile wins, and it's a mobile this week. Did a lot of work in the run last week. It was actually 15-15 in the betting. So a wee bit longer. Luminosity in race 8, and a really good maiden lining up on Friday. Pretty unlucky last week. Franco Cornell in race 2 for Coaster Howe. It was stiff. It got out late and flashed home. So $12,500 maiden race Friday night. I think it's a good chance. There's a couple to follow anyway.
Third quarter, Tequila Sunset. Here's Hurricane Hill getting into the clear from Global Flight. Tie-in broke, caused a bit of carnage as well as Royal Dell took over at the 150. Tequila Sunset 2 lengths away, winding up. Then Luminosity, Spider Moment and Hurricane Hill. Royal Dell doing enough. Tequila Sunset coming, they hit it. Oh, it's close. Between Royal... It's back by the name of Shanika. Franco Cornell followed them through from High Flying Harry. Still trucking leads at the 120. Shanika coming quickly through in a fancy step. Moved up and took the lead though, Shanika. Over Still Trucking, Franco Cornell and Sports Cam. But it's a racetrack winning return for Shanika. Beats Still Trucking. Franco Cornell found the line with purpose. Fourth in Sports Cam.